different today for y'all. We brought the Loud Money Live show over here to the Spreaker app today. I got two dope ass guests in the building. With me right now, I got RealYungG and I got Straight Glass. For those of y'all that don't know, Straight Glass is one of my DLG shooters. And y'all know them motherfuckers don't miss. 290 more in the background. Y'all know he like to stay out the camera view. But we finna get it cracking. Okay, so wait a minute, y'all, because before we jump into this interview, we gonna get some music played and we gonna let them get a little loose. You feel me? Cool. So y'all vibe out with the people. I'm sending the lab out to y'all. Y'all vibe out with the people real quick while we play this music.
What's the word?
That way y'all can see it.
I got my own live.
Oh shit, okay.
We back and forth. We back and forth with it. We back and forth with it.
Yeah. Y'all see what's going on.
Yeah.
Now this gonna be a good interview. They saying that shit off women's feet though. Okay. Do you do edibles?
Do I? I had edibles when I was like 21. I was going to the BT Awards. Fuck me up.
He said I was going to. So wait, how old are you?
29. Yeah.
You look so young.
I thought he was about 17.
Oh, so I thought I would have gave him at least like 21, 22.
Hey.
You want some rain? No, nobody, y'all don't
I
know.
showed saying at the we was at the celebrity baseball game together. I'm like,
nigga look young as hell. Yeah, good black
you
don't
look like
crack.
you got 15, 16, 17.
Good black don't crack, man.
I swear, you look a lot, man. I thought you was a lot younger than that.
And then I seen him with a black in his hand. I'm like, nah, he got
that nigga old. Yeah, that nigga at least, yeah.
So I think I asked you this already, but how old are you?
I'm 25.
And you younger than him, talking about some, you thought he was old.
Nah, I thought he was young. I thought
you thought he was younger than you.
When I first seen him, he was like young. Like, I seen kids bigger than him at the thing. I'm like,
they seen his
I ain't gonna lie, when I caught wind of you last year, I really thought you was like a kid. I can't even remember who I saw you with last year, but somebody had posted you. Yeah. And you damn, he on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep following him since last year.
I've been doing this shit for a minute.
Mo gonna be asleep, y'all. Hold on. Y'all look at my shooter.
We gotta go.
The problem with this shit is it tastes good.
Yeah, your ass gonna be over high.
Good ass candy talking about
Friday, yes.
Big boogie.
Saturday.
All right, man, I'm finna go down my
with the RealYungG and Straight Glass. We finna jump right into it, okay, y'all? First things first. I gotta thank y'all for coming and sitting down with me. I gotta thank my shooter because this is the second verified artist that I have interviewed or talked to because of my shooter. You feel me? Straight Glass over there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And this is his first interview, so like this is just a full circle moment. So I do have to ask you this because I'm not gonna say I know you. I know you a little. You know what I'm saying? We work together, so we trying to bond a little bit. Why is this your first interview? You know a lot of people. You connected to a lot of people. Why was this your first interview? Why ain't nobody sat down with you before now?
I don't know. You know, people ain't when people find out that you kind of like in the same profession as them, it becomes more of a competition instead of like a upbuild. So you know, instead of like people trying to like use your platform and their platform to uplift each other, they'd rather go around you and just see like you struggling or see like you, because they feel like you gonna outshine them. And it's not about me outshining nobody, because at the same time I shine, you shine. So it was like you was the first genuine person that was like, yo, I want to interview you, instead of me having to go to a person and be like, hey, yo, can you interview me? He was like, nah, I want to interview you. So it was like, you know, just
I feel exactly like that. If we a team, it don't matter who crossed the finish line first. As long as your jersey match my jersey, we all win type shit.
I mean, even if you're not on the same team, it's just about like, yo, if you really want to see somebody successful, if you just want to be successful, then you know, like, hating on somebody ain't gonna get you the success that you really looking
ain't
for.
Gonna get you
so if you just like trying to be a genuine person, I find that I attract more genuine people than I do like self-centered people. So it's like the genuine things that's meant for me is gonna happen. Like that's kind of like how me and bro relationship got started because it was a genuine thing. It wasn't on no he got this bigger platform. It was like when I found out who he was, I talked to him and he genuinely responded. So it was like generosity, and that's just how I go. When you genuine with people don't, you go.
That's dope. I was going to ask. And not to ask, and because I feel some type of way when people ask these questions when it comes to me. But how did y'all meet? Like, how do y'all? What started the Young G and Straight Glass?
My boy Marco, he had we was at a celebrity baseball game together at Whitney Young, but I didn't know who G was at first. Like I just seen him because I had literally just took a picture with Lizzie, and bro was like right there. So like after I took my picture with Lizzie or whatever, and I was chopping it up with him. As soon as I like turned around, I seen G, but I just didn't know who he was because he was there by himself. Like anytime I broke up somewhere, he's like he by himself, like no security, no big entourage. So you would just think that he a regular person, but then when you look at the jury and stuff, you like okay, he might be somebody or he knows somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like he took a picture with Zay. It got shared on social media by Chicago Wave, I think it was. Yeah. And my homie tagged me in it. It was like, yo, look at Straight Glass everywhere. And at this time, it was just like a hustler thing for me. So I was like really networking. So I was in a lot of pictures that day itself. So when he tagged me in it, G commented up on it. And he just like put some emojis or whatever. So it was like my mind. I'm like, man, this opportunity. I was like, man, I wanted to speak to bro, but I didn't know who he was. And then he came right up under the thing and was like, well, what up? Lock in. And it was like, dog, for somebody like him with a verified blue check or whatever, I'm like, man, that's crazy. So I tapped in with him, DM'd him. He was like just a genuine person, like responded back. He didn't take forever to respond back. It was like, man, if he had responded back as if he had already knew me or whatever. So then it was just like from that day on, I just hit him and was like, yo, what up, bro? We can shoot the first video. Don't worry about it. It's only just because you're just a genuine person. So I'm gonna be genuine too. And then ever since then, we just locked.
That's how it should be in this game. I hope y'all people is taking notes. Because no, for real, everything ain't got to be about money, and that's one of my biggest reasons for doing what I do. I want artists to be heard, and every artist ain't got the money to put behind them to be heard right now. Now, granted, yes, you do have to work and build yourself to that point, but until you can get to that point, we still need platforms for people who don't have the money. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Mr. Real Young G. So I gotta say it because I've had my eye on your craft for about a year, maybe a year and a half. Forgive me because I smoke a lot of weed and I don't know how I initially came across your platform. Somebody that I know posted or shared a picture of you, and it was on Facebook. I wasn't tuned in on Instagram yet. It was just on Facebook. And when I went to look, I'm like, oh damn, he do music. I'm like, damn, he know a lot of people. Like, how the fuck I ain't never heard of him? You know what I'm saying? So I just started following. I just started, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, manifesting. Because I said I was doing a podcast then. It wasn't my show. I was actually working behind the scenes. But I was reaching, I was in the process of trying to get you in. Shout out Taco. He just tapped in on the live. What's up, Taco? His show was just dope as fuck, y'all, this past weekend. But back to Real Young G. So I've been following you for the past year. I've been checking out some of your music. Henny is one of my favorite songs only because I drink Henny. That is my favorite drink. I don't give a fuck about no Remy, no Douce, no Deleon, no tequila. The Henny is my drink of choice, Hennessy Privilege. So that's definitely one that I rock out to all the time.
Yeah.
But when did you know that music was your passion or what you knew was gonna change your family forever?
Honestly, when I was young, so like my pops, I'm from Chicago, so I live in Joliet, but I'm originally from Chicago. So back when I stayed on the Laughlin, so back in the day, I never could really, express my emotions to people. So I'm in my dad's Oldsmobile, we chilling, we vibing. He step out the car, I'm like, what's this cassette player? I see, okay, Tupac, Me Against the World, right? So I was like, I'll pop it in real quick. I'll pop in, so I'm hearing Tupac, the way he expresses emotions, the way he's just talking about certain things, the way he's just expressing himself through, music. I fell in love with that. So I said, I can try this, I can do this. So I had a pen and pad, notepad, writing words down. And what really did is when my mom gave me the Get Rich or Die Trying CD by 50 Cent.
Ooh. Yeah. You better talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, man. I said, nah, I liked it, but that was the era in time. I was like, man, I feel like I can do this. Like, I can really do this.
You had to be there.
And then I was a G. I'm like 7 years old, 8 years old when that CD came out. And then I seen Hustle and Flow. I'm like, oh yeah, I can really do this. I can really do this. So then my dad gave me a beat machine for Christmas. So I just started trying to make beats on the beat machine because I saw Hustle and Flow. And then my first studio session, when I moved to Joliet officially, he like, all right, look, you get good grades in school, you do good in school, I'm gonna take you to your first studio session. So I grind out that whole first quarter, second quarter. I got A's, B's, and stuff like that. He's like, all right, you fulfilled your end of the deal, I'm gonna fulfill my end of the deal. So give me my first studio session. I came up with the introduction of Real Young G, and I ain't been looking back since.
I heard that. So, do you still make beats? Like,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really that good at it because I was like, you know what, I like to express myself. I'm gonna keep it real, but you know, what I'm saying I dibble and dabble from time to time. Like I can construct the beat, like you know, kind of how Michael Jackson, he couldn't like, I guess you know what I'm saying, make music, but he can play it and say he can write it. Like, okay, this I want this to sound like that. So I know I want what stuff to sound like. But you know, you
need the professionals
exactly.
to do what they do because I know what I want to hear.
Sauce it up for me, real
but
quick.
I can't do that just yet. You know what? I definitely relate to that point.
Make a strong point.
I definitely relate to that point. Straight glass. So I have to ask you, how long have you been doing photography and videography?
Officially, this November 24th just made 2 years.
Okay, so what made you want to say, okay, this is what's gonna feed my family?
I always like been into music, but like I never wanted to be in front of the camera. So like I used to rap. I was actually good at rapping or whatever. You feel me? But it was just like, do I really want to be a rapper? You know, do I really want to take that course? And it was like, no, not really. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like funny like him. Like I actually went out and purchased all the stuff to make beats. So I was making beats for a second, but then it was like my passion for music was like, all right, beats is cool, but that ain't really what I want to do. Because I was always like, my brother, he's a rapper, so he do videos, so he'll do his video or whatever. And I used to have like different ideas of like how his videos or whatever should look. So I'm like, yo, you feel me? Like, man, like you should do this. You should get it from this angle. Da 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 da. So one day we was out shooting the video, and the videographer, which is another friend of mine named Dewey, was shooting the video, and I'm like, dude, let me get the camera real quick and let me use it. So I literally just shared it a couple of days ago, about a month ago actually, my first time picking up a camera, which was at my brother's video shoot. And it was just like when I touched that camera, it was like love at first sight type thing.
So
and then
you
that's
don't
when
do beats and nothing else no more?
Nope. I just picked it up right then.
Do you still have any old beats that you made?
I got all my stuff. I actually got a friend named Tada. He my boy Tada the Star. He just did a whole mixtape to my beats. So he got a whole mixtape coming out, and it's produced by Smelly on the Beats. And that's what my producer name was. So it was like I was doing that, and I was going crazy with it. But it was just like it wasn't in me. But it's still in me. It's like if I ever get back to, if I ever take videography full time, where I ain't got to work a job, and I still have that leisure time to get to making beats, I love to go back and make beats because I love music. So like I want to learn how to fully play the piano, stuff like that.
Oh shit! Okay. So speaking of videos, you shot which video for Real Young G?
Crash Out.
Okay, I didn't want to be the one to say it. You feel me?
For sure. It's at about what 75K right
75,
now.
That shit is busted. I just seen the post that I shared. I just put 2 and 2 together like yesterday. Yeah. That for you promoting your videos. That's a picture of y'all two from the video shoot. I just put that shit together. So how did that? Was that the first video that you shot for him? That was the first video
we ever shot together. Yeah. And then it was just like I say, when we met at the baseball game or whatever, I told him, I like, man, look, whenever we get to shoot the video, don't worry about it. It's on me. We gonna shoot it. And he ended up hitting me one day. He was like, man, how do you feel about coming to Joliet to come shoot or whatever? Oh, man, look, Joliet ain't too far. Okay. So I'm like, you feel me? And then to develop a relationship, bro, because like I say, he's a genuine person. Despite the blue check or whatever, it's like he's really genuine. So I'm like, yeah, bro. So I go down to Joliet, we shoot. Then after that, he's like, man, I'm locked in with you and da-da-da-da. Locked in. We just shot another video together with one of the guys, Renzo. And then it's like we still locked in now. So like even when I go different places, I I had went to go film the Dave East concert. Bro was there. We looked at each other like,
cut.
man, we already know what time. You feel me? Like,
cut,
it ain't no like he was acting Hollywood. No, he was like, man, what up? You feel me? Like we was like family basically.
Bro, we working.
You feel me?
People don't understand the genuineness. I'm saying this because I see you everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
anytime something big going on in the city, after the event is over with, I hop on Instagram and he posted a picture because he was there with the biggest motherfucker in the room type shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, and on where I am now, being so genuine is why people see me in a lot of places. It's like, damn, I wouldn't expect to see her there. You know what I'm saying? With
That's
you
real
being
true.
the type of artist that you are, I've never expected to see a picture with you and Tommy from the fucking Power Rangers, y'all. R.I.P. Tommy, y'all. I would never, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, when I seen the picture, I was like.
Hey, look, so what's so crazy, right? I was on Instagram and I was just scrolling.
Yeah.
And I just come across, I'm like, who is this light-skinned nigga? I'm just steady seeing him. Everything. I seen him, man, the pictures was like Mike Tyson, baseball players, like
Trey Songz took me out.
Man, bro.
Trey Songz took me out.
We was at the baby concert or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get backstage to do da-da-da. He showed up late, wasn't even really trying to come type time.
I was tired, boy.
So I'm like, all right, I know bro finna leave because he ended up disappearing the whole time he backstage with the baby. I'm like, bro, you supposed to at least take me with you, bro. Like,
that's what I was getting ready to ask you because how did you find yourself in the position to where you got all these relationships with all these people?
It's one of the things that I talk to myself, like, you know, music is such a big field now because everybody do it, right? So I was like, you know, what's going to set me apart? Like my big bro D-Boy always said, you came in the game backwards. One day I just got tired. One day I just sat down at the crib and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of making music and it's only going around the block. Because, you know, you only get like with your first 1,000 views, you feel like, oh man, that's 1,000 views. I'm about to be on. And then it gets stagnant or it decreases. And then you like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? In order for people to pay more attention to me, I gotta put myself in position next to these big bugs. You know what I'm saying? Next to these big wigs. Okay, so that's your favorite artist? Oh, guess what? I'm gonna stand next to your favorite artist. Now you gonna have to pay. You gonna have to see me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all people. Like bro was saying, like I'm genuine because I know what it's like to see people at the top. Because same people you see at the top, you get sent on your way down.
The who?
You get what I'm saying?
Tell them.
Like I'm never gonna shit on people at all.
You gotta be careful how you move on your way up the ladder because the same people that you step on your way up there is your audience on the far down.
I done seen a lot of people come and go in this game, so I always remain humble. To me, a blue check mark is nothing but it's just a verification. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but most people with them, they act so like out of this world. Like they act so untouchable, and I get it. As you elevate, you need to learn how to use accessibility to your advantage. You feel me? You don't want to be too far away from the people where they feel like you out of touch, but you don't want to be so close where they can touch you type shit. You know what I'm saying? But most people with the blue checks, they're not genuine like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I expected you to be Hollywood. I'm not even going to cap to you. I expected you to be Hollywood.
Hell no. Like,
but you was so cool when I came out to the event with Straight Glass. Shout out my shooter, y'all. Because the man makes sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there.
Right.
You feel me? And when I came out there, he was like, I want to introduce you to Young G. And I even told him, like, you know, I've been following him for a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you was so cool. You was so down to earth. It was like we locked in ever since then.
Because we all humans at the end of the day. Like I said, at the end of the day, ain't nobody bigger than the next person. My thing is this: you never know what person can be in a year, 2 years, 3 years from now. The person that extended that olive branch to you, like bro, is like, yo, I want to work. All right, nigga, let's do it. It's because at the same time, if I'm the one like, nah, bro, what you got? Who you work with? The next 3 years, he the biggest. Now I'm like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta shoot. Hey, remember that when I reached out to you? You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna remember that. You get what I'm saying? People gonna remember that.
Sure.
And that shit like that drives you to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done seen a lot of people come and go in this game. I told myself I ain't gonna never be like them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So we getting ready to play Crash Out, which is the song that Straight Glass shot the video for. Y'all holla at my shooter, you feel me?
Crispy. Boy.
Straight Glass got the video deals going on right now. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know if it's still active, but if that one ain't active, I'm pretty sure it's another one.
Definitely is.
Mo got in the booth deals going on right now and 290 more podcast interviews. So make sure you holla at my cameraman so we can get you over there and get you in the booth.
We're going to lock it in.
We get ready to play Crash Out, but before we play Crash Out, I do need to know what was the motive behind this song? What made you? Where was Real Young G when he was like, all right, this is my story at this moment?
It's just one of them things to where it was like, all right, I've been working on this sophomore album called Mixed Emotions 5, right? So Crash Out is a combination of just me just saying, man, just fuck this shit. Like, I'm about to crash. I'm about to show these niggas I'm really in this shit.
Okay.
Like, one of the lines I said, I just had a conversation with Post Malone. And it was at, you know what I'm saying, Lyrical Lemonade Summer Smash. Yeah, and he was like, I said, bro, you a legend. He said, I'm a legend. He said, you're a fucking legend.
Oh.
And he said just like that. So one of the verses I talked to Post. He said, I'm a legend. That shit gave me hope. Cause he did. Cause it's like for a minute I'm feeling like, all right, I'm doing all this shit. Where the big And to somebody like Post at his level, he said, you asking me how I'm doing, man, you're a fucking legend. So when he said that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Crash Out time. I'm about to go get him. So then that's when I created that song.
We about to hear Crash Out by Real Young G, y'all. Mixed Emotions. There's another song on there. I can't remember the name, but I'm going to send it to you. And the next post I make on Instagram, I'm going to use that song when I post it in the story.
I'm going to repost it. You already know.
Because I can't remember the name of it. That shit kind of had me in the chokehold at home. It made me feel some type of way.
Some real shit.
So, Crash Out, the song we just heard, was featured in your interview on WGN News. Was it Daytime Chicago?
Yeah, Daytime Chicago.
So tell me, how did that come about? I gotta know, because not everybody is invited to, you feel me, WGN News.
That I'm gonna just say, man, number one, blessing of God. Number two, you know, I just hit them up. Like, you feel me? Like, my thing is, if I tell any artist, like, a lot of artists, they just focus on being artists, they don't focus on the business part, right? Okay. Me, I focus on everything. You get what I'm saying? So I hit him up like a manager, but I'm gonna hit him up as me, myself. I'm like, yo, I would love to come on the show, talk about it, you know what I'm saying, the struggles of independency, or what it is to take the independent route instead of the major route. They reviewed it. They went over with their team members. I got an email back probably in like 4 or 5 days. It was like, we'd love to have you on the show. Send over your bio. Send over a pitch. And we'll go from there.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, I hit them up myself. Like, a lot of these things, like, a lot of artists don't know you can do yourself. It's a lot of artists, they lack the information, or some of them are just lazy. Like, I don't want
they want a handout.
Exactly.
They want a manager to do all the work, get them to check so they can get paid, not realizing what these people are willing to pay you. Exactly. You're worth 10 times more. They only willing to pay you the millions because they know they gonna get 100 million on the back end type shit.
Facts. So, you know, I hit them up and it was somebody to come on there. We came on there, sat down. I think the only other rappers who was on there is Katie Gap Band, shout out Katie, and then G Herbert just came on there too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm one of them. I'm included into that class. I like it's pretty cool.
So how did it feel to see a video you shot being featured in the interview? I'm talking about middle of the day, WGN Channel 9.
Man, look, that's amazing, because it's like, you feel me, to be able to be a part of something that you don't have to have your hands on just speaks volume in itself. To see art, you know, go global like that, like now my art is global. I can actually say that I'm a global videographer because it's millions of people that watch the news. It's not just me. It's not just my few friends that's sharing my information on Facebook or on Instagram. It's like, yo, somebody's grandfather that's 80 years old, he's multi-millions watching or saw my work. You know, even though it's him as an artist, but behind that, somebody's like, man, it's a videographer behind that. So eventually, once they go try to search into who he is and see the song itself that was displayed on the news, they gonna see Straight Glass at the beginning of it. They gonna see my intro, and then people gonna be like, oh man, well, who's this guy? Who's the guy that shot this? I need to
my shooter.
Big facts.
No, but that's dope. I ain't gonna lie. When he sent me cause you know he shoot the video, and I try to support any and everything my shooters do. First things first, let me say this: they support me without even knowing me. I did not know these two men before, you feel me, a month and a half, 2 months ago. I got two other only one of the people known me for a while, but they've done nothing but support me and support what I'm doing. So I try my hardest to make sure I support them and I stay on top, even if it ain't shit but posting their work, posting something that they doing, whatever. It's support. It's they got events going on. I'm gonna try to get out there. But I was excited. You know what I'm saying? Like when he sent it to me, that shit dope as fuck, y'all. Check out my shooter, his video on, you know what I'm saying, Channel 9. Like that shit was dope as fuck to me. And I know y'all got so much more to come. You feel me? It's so much work to be done. We got another song to play. And then we're going to get into a couple more questions. And then I'm going to let them get up out of here because, you feel me, these is busy people. These is busy people. That's all I'm going to say. So the next song that you sent me is Wake Up featuring Hypno Carlito.
Yeah. Shout out OTF, man. My people's over there, man.
That's wild. Now y'all don't try to cancel me. I don't need none of his fans coming at me. I only know that man by name. I don't know who he is. I can tell you one song he has, but I do know he is a big person because Loud Money, the group the people that I do the radio show with, they actually had him booked for a concert. Well, like a while back. I don't remember if it got rescheduled or something like that, but I do know that they had him booked to come out for a concert. So I know he's somebody big.
Yeah, no real one. He signed the dirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Ding, ding, check. They really finna be on my ass. Now, how the fuck you don't know who that is? I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's one of the Dirt main artists. Yeah.
So, Wake Up. It's just called Wake Up, or
it's Wake Up, Cake Up.
Okay, that's what I thought because I was listening to it earlier. Yeah. I didn't get past your verse, but I was listening to it earlier. I'm just saying. So what did this? How did this collaboration come into play, and what was it about him that made you say, yeah, this the one for you?
I ain't gonna lie, cause like, you know what I'm saying, I've been rocking with OTF for a while, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying, Dirk and all them, every time I come around, they show me love.
Okay.
And Hypno, you know what I'm saying, Hypno been like, I've been seeing you, like you say everywhere, you know, I've been seeing you. So me and Hypno, we locked in through the DM, you know what I'm saying. I told him, send me your number over. I said, bro, I'm finna go to Vegas, cause I got a studio I record out in Vegas. I went to Vegas and I recorded the verse. He said, send up a verse to me. So I sent him the open verse. He like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get back to you to give me a sec. I've been busy moving around because he been shooting a movie. So he got a movie coming out.
I keep hearing about that. There's a lot of people I know that's supposed to be in that movie.
He got a movie with Omar. I think it's Omar Good in it. I think Twist in it too. You know what I'm saying? He had a movie that he's shooting. So he's like, well, I'm gonna knock it out. So one day, I think I was in Miami recording. He sent it to me. He was like, hey, here you go. It was out of my email. I heard it. I said, oh yeah. I said, yeah, this the one. This the one. So like, them times really been like, cause I've been like around it for a while. So I was like, might as well, you know, Dirk be so busy. Okay. I said, might as well, you know what I'm saying? Let's go some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like, people just be thinking, oh, I just gotta do a song with Dirk. I gotta do a song with Dirk. Nah, man, there's other niggas in the crew that rap. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. You rap too? Let's go. Let's get on the record. It's all the same thing because we all got one goal, is to win. So yeah, Wake Up, Cake Up, basically just like, you know, I'm waking up, I'm gonna shake the world up, I'm gonna get my cake up. Now I'm out this bitch.
I heard that. That's all I'm on, cause you can't trust all these people. You gotta stay out the way. Just stay the fuck out the way. But this is Wake Up, Cake Up, Real Young G and Hypno Carlito. Yeah, this was very informative. Hold on, cuz think out, This was very informative. These is questions like, I don't know, this is stuff I be wanting to know because I found myself in these same type of predicaments. Like, I look up and I go somewhere and there's somebody in the room that I wasn't even expecting to be in that motherfucking room. I end up talking to them and the next thing you know, we working together. So
you never know who you know. Like,
never know.
You know what I'm saying? I treat everybody like somebody. I don't care what it is. If I'm walking past somebody thinking like I'm the shit, that's how you lose quick. That's how you lose quick. That's my mindset always been like, I'm always show love to people, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know this person. At least from the April, I remember that. A lot of people hit me like, bro, I remember you was my first. But that's real. You know what I'm saying? Real Young G and Hypno Carlito. I almost said the other man's name first, but that's your song. That's all I love. So no shade, but this his song, this his interview. I almost said his name's supposed to be first. So, who all have you all worked with? Like, as far as music, what was your favorite collaboration? Videography, you feel me? What was your I ain't gonna say your favorite because I know you work with a lot of people. What was your most memorable collaboration or video shot?
You wanna go first, bro?
I'll tell you. I gotta think about it. Bro, we shot a lot of videos.
Man.
But I ain't gonna lie, I always gotta say, man, home team, I always gotta say my brother Reese B out of Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That's like, bro was like really the first feature I ever really locked in. He's like yin and yang with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he taught me how to do harmonies and stuff like that with the auto-tune. So we got mixtapes out together called, first one is called Real Young OG. The second one is called Hangover. And the third one coming out is called Mud Brothers. Now,
I'm going to go check him out. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to screen record this part and I'm going to tag you in it so he can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow him. Please make sure you follow me back because I don't care how famous you is. I will unfollow you. But I'm going to check you out. And I'm not going to say the only reason I said that. when I was checking out your music earlier today, I saw a couple tracks with his name on
That's
it.
my brother.
So I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna follow you. Make sure you follow me back because I will unfollow. I'm a big deal too. I don't care how big you is.
She let him know.
Well, shout out Reese B. You feel me? We gonna send me some music. We gonna get you in rotation over here on the station in Chicago.
Sure.
Dude.
Straight Glass, your most memorable collaboration.
Like collaboration.
As far as it's a collaboration.
Shoot
when you shoot
videos to shoot videos with a person. I would say the most memorable would have to be. I ain't gonna say shooting videos. I'm gonna just say like overall would be Twista.
Okay.
Just like the love that he showed. You know, it was just like I hit up Raw, which is his manager. I'm like, man, can I come and da 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 da? Yeah, man, no problem. So I went, and it was the Class of '96 tour. So on that tour, it was Twista, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Shauna. And it was just like, man, it was like love. And then they had a I Heart Hip Hop Fest. That's the one, really, the I Heart Hip Hop Fest, which was Project Pat, Rakim, Twista, Crucial Conflict, 3-piece.
I heard of that one. I didn't go though.
So it was just like, you know, being able to work with all of those Chicago legends. Like, I'm talking about people that actually shaped my thought on music from, you know, like, man, Reese Piece, you know, 3-piece was my first, like, you feel me? That's how you lose to the gym.
You feel me? That's what I was going to say.
Like,
That's how you lose the
That's our West Finest. You ain't fucking the 3-piece ain't playing in the background.
You feel me? So then it was like, and then just to work with Twista, somebody who's like my favorite rapper, like, when people have a top 5, he's my number 1 of my top 5 because a lot of people sleep on him. Like, he's really, even if you go back and listen to the music that he did with Rockefeller, like, they had to take him off certain songs on Rockefeller because his verses outbarred Jay-Z's and outbarred everybody else's. So it was just like, that's like the most memorable thing, like going to those different concerts and working with him. Like, every event that he has in the city, if I'm able to go, or if I feel like going, he already tell me, well, no problem, like, come on.
Yo, that's crazy. And I only say that because I have ran into Twista in a couple of other places, you feel me? Never getting no, like, it's like cold shoulder type shit. And I know it's not the person, the nigga don't know me, you feel me? But the one time I meet Twista with this man, I get a picture and he show me nothing but love. You feel me? Sometimes it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. That's all I'm saying.
That's how the city is. And that's even with, like, videography, shooting videos, man. Sometimes it's not what you know or the work you put in. It's about, like, who want to shoot with you. Because I could say a lot of niggas is terrible behind the camera, but just because they work with a certain individual, a person gonna feel like, man, you hate them.
They gonna keep fucking with them.
They gonna really want to rock with them. So Chicago is a very trendy city, and they go based off trends and who's trending at the time. So
that's wild. But I know you're not lying because even outside of the actual being an artist and outside of the camera work, on this side of the shit, it's all about trends. Media is I gotta fight every night to prove my worth in this shit because motherfuckers, I'm not trendy. You feel me? I don't kiss ass and I don't play with the politics. I don't have nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with pulling my weight or no shit like that. But I don't play with the motherfucking politics because I can do what you can do. It might take me a few more minutes to get around the block, but bitch, I'm gonna get around there with your help or not. You feel me?
Sure.
So
I like the mentality.
Man, that's how you gotta be. But that's another reason why a lot of people try to stop you, and a lot of people try because that mentality, they know you gonna go further than them because they playing politics.
Facts.
For sure.
So okay, I'm sorry, y'all got off track because I'm gonna start talking and they gonna get me canceled. What can we expect from Real Young G? What you working on? What you finna?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm working on. I got an EP coming out in February. It's called "Sorry I Broke Your Heart." It's
Ooh.
The EP gonna be like 5 songs. It's leading into. It's like a series. You know, Drake, one of my favorite artists. So Drake, how he had "Certified Lover Boy," then he came out with "Honestly Never Mind," then "Her Loss." That's like a series, right?
Okay.
So I said I got inspired. Let me get into some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. So I did "Sorry I Broke." I'm working on "Sorry I Broke Your Heart." It's gonna be like 5 songs, probably 6. Dropping it in February. Then after that, I'm coming. By my birthday, June, I'm gonna drop my sophomore album, Mixed Emotions 5.
Okay. Straight Glass. What can we expect? Any videos? I mean, let me not say any videos. Are you shooting for anybody that we can be on the lookout for? Anybody?
Yeah, pretty soon. I don't know how soon. That's up to my guy right here, Real Young G and Renzo. We got a video coming out called Father Figures.
Okay.
Saturday, I suppose, to go to the Big Jam to go do some filming at the Big Jam. Video wise, is like artists. I'm still reaching out. I got an artist, a verified artist that I'm in contact with right now. I ain't gonna say, but you know, this another thing that could just shape the future of Straight Glass as a company and where we going and how we, you know, making the name known.
Oh, that's dope, y'all. I tried to get some tea, but you feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and take it for what it is. Speaking of series, I do mixtapes, compilation mixtapes. Yes, they are for unsigned artists, but I try to have at least 3 or 4 established artists to help them get put to bigger and better platforms.
Let's do it.
I'm closing out 1 series. I've dropped 2 tapes. We're getting ready to drop the 3rd tape for the Take 'Em Back series. I had Back to the Basement, Back to the Bedroom, and then, and then Back to the Block.
That's hard.
That's what we're getting ready to drop. And then the next series, I'm not dropping no name because y'all hoes be thirsty to run behind me and try to take my shit. So, excuse me, y'all. I shouldn't have said that. Look at Spirit. Look, no, Lord. I shouldn't have said that. But, so I definitely want to lock in so we can get you on this next series. I will say that I'm working with DJ Profit. And then my DJ 100. Shout out DJ 100. Everybody know DJ 100. 10, 12 years in the game. He done did mixtapes with 2 Chainz. A bunch of them Atlanta people down there. So I just appreciate him because he's another person who just kind of seen me jumping head first in the game. He was like, hey, I got you. What you need? You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to get you locked in on that.
Let's do it.
And in the booth. And that's it. That's all, y'all. Tell these folks where they can find y'all. And then we gonna get up out of here.
At RealYungG, that's RealYungGG on all platforms. Got the website, WGNenterprise.com. Make sure you sign up.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at straight_glass.
Period, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We finna play a couple more tracks, y'all, and then we finna get up out of here.